Hello everybody, I hope you are doing well. Welcome to my very first plan with me in not only quite a while, but more importantly, in my Erin Condren Compact Vertical A5 planner. I probably should have said A5 Compact Vertical instead of Compact Vertical A5, but whatever, it doesn't really matter. I'm very excited. For those of you who are here live, I'm sorry I'm starting a couple minutes late. I do like to be on time. It's like one of the few ADHD things that while I'm often running late, I really love to be on time, and I know that a lot of people with ADHD have a really hard time with being on time, and for me, it's one of the few things I make an effort to counteract. So anyway, I'm very sorry that I am late. I printed and cut the kit, and then I couldn't find it. It was just under a couple things on my desk, but yeah, I lost the kit. So yeah, I'm really excited for today. As always, if you are here live, please sound off in the chat so I can thank you. And I also want to give you a huge thank you if you are here watching the replay. You're awesome. It looks like right now I see Leah in the chat. Hello. I'm glad to hear that these streams are now things that you're coming to all the time. I love it. It's also fun because we get to talk stickers and having a sticker shop and all that good stuff because you make stickers as well, whereas a lot of my other people don't. That kind of gets into the other thing I'm going to be talking about today, a little bit here and there, in that this is the first time I'm actually going to be using this kit and testing it. While I've tested some individual stickers from this kit, this is the first time I'm testing the whole kit all together. It's the first time I'm testing many of the stickers as well. So as we go through it, as I find things that need to be changed or adjusted, I will also be kind of pointing out how I look at it, what I note, things like that, so that you can see a little bit of that behind the scenes. We have Coco here, who has decided, ooh, you're not running away from me for once. She wants to say hello to everybody. By the way, the kittens are going back to the shelter tomorrow. If I have the inclination at the end and you guys don't mind waiting for a few minutes while I run over and grab them, you could see them. If not, I'll try to get a picture posted before they go back to the shelter, but they're going to find their forever homes. All right, I think that is all I wanted to talk about specifically before we go ahead and get into the screen share. Actually, sorry, well, I can do not the screen share, but I can do this share and I can talk about everything else here. Sorry, I had it all nicely lined up and then Coco came and ruined it. So this is the sticker kit that I'm going to be using. I actually think that this sheet kind of goes first, but it got messed up again. I am so excited about this kit. As you guys know, I've designed much of it on stream, but it definitely has changed since you saw it last on stream. I have spent a few hours kind of working out the templates. There's still a couple of things that I want to look into changing and fine-tuning. As I said, we will kind of go over that. The other thing I want to mention is that the reason why this is specifically a plan with me and not a setting up or moving into my new planner is because I mostly just use the week's pages, and I've decided to use this notebook that Erin Condren kindly sent to me to keep a lot of the rest of the things. So I set it up kind of like a bullet journal in the sense that I have an index, and then the only two pages I have set up currently is sticker ideas and designed stickers that are in various stages of being posted. I don't have anything else in this yet, but I just wanted to show you kind of what that other part of the process looks like and why I'm just doing a weekly plan with me here. The other reason why I'm doing just a weekly in here and I'm keeping a lot of that stuff in the notebook is because I anticipate that I'm going to go back and forth between this and the 7x9 planner. We'll see how that goes, but I do want to have, I don't want to be keeping a planner around just because of a notes page in it. I'd rather have a separate notebook that has all of that can kind of go back and forth between my different planners in sort of a way. Also, by the way, I'll probably be drinking a little bit more than normal because right before I started streaming, my body decided that it wanted to be like acid refluxy. And I haven't taken anything for it, but the illusion of, drinking something cold gives the illusion of helping. Hopefully it will calm down. Okay, so the first thing that we need to do is take out this little thing that I had underneath it just to prop this side up. And let's go ahead and look at, well, first off, I just want to show you the cover of my planner real fast. If you didn't remember it, this is this one. And then let's go ahead and look at the sticker kit real fast and kind of go over some of the stuff. Let me zoom in that I have here. So the first and big thing that I need to work out is I want these white overlays to be a little bit more transparent. I was having some technical problems, so I need to go back and troubleshoot that. Hopefully it will not be a long process, but I do want to give you a heads up that hopefully in the final version that will be more see-through. I think it's okay the way it is. It's just not exactly the way I'd like it, if that makes sense. And hey, Kevin, thanks for showing up. I hope you're having a good one. So this, as you can see, is page 1. So I have obviously a bunch of hydrates. I have quite a few of these little boxes that go over one line. Hello, Coco. And then these little icons right here are perfectly sized to fit on the end of here. If you weren't here during the stream and my explanation doesn't make sense, you'll see it later. So they're kind of like dual purpose stickers. And then I have a habit tracker here and a, I guess for lack of a better term, half box. And because there aren't a lot of spaces in the compact vertical to put just a decorative full box, what I decided to do is take a couple of the bigger stickers and put the artwork that would have gone on the full boxes if I was doing a 7x9 vertical kit in there. That way we're kind of doing double duty. It still has the theme, but you're getting it, you're getting the most bang for your buck, I guess, more from a space perspective in the planner because it is smaller. So there's that, couple of bill dues. These two, the page flag and the teardrop, I don't personally use these, but part of it was just that I had space here, and I know some people do use them. So I did try to put together a kit that would be useful to as many people as possible while only being on 2 sheets. And as you can see, the margins are super small on these sheets because I squeezed as much as I could in. And then we have the other sheet here. So we have our date headers. These boxes go over 2 lines each, and they all have little decorations in the back as well. We have our top washi, we have our ribbon checklists, 2 deco stickers. Again, I had a little bit of extra space there, and I just decided to put deco. And then I also had a little bit of space at the bottom, so these are just little strips that you can use as dividers or something like that. So as I said, I haven't tested this out, and we're just gonna go ahead and jump in to the plan with me. While I am getting all of this set up, once again, to the correct framing and everything, I do want to remind you that because Erin Condren is going to be sending me a box with some of the back to school collection items, in addition to going live on Monday and Thursday this week, I will also be going live on Friday. I go live at 4 p.m. Pacific, and I do already have those scheduled on YouTube. I don't have thumbnails for all of them, but you can at least look at them, and then if you want to press the little like notify me button, that way you get the notification specifically when it's about time for that one. You definitely can check that out on my channel page. Oh, one more thing before we get started here. I want to mention this sticker kit is currently available in my Etsy shop for pre-order. I have a link in the description box down below. That is my Etsy shop. I own it. And then if you scroll down in the description box a little bit, I was not smart enough to put the coupon code that I have for you guys with the rest of, with the link specifically for this kit. But I do have a coupon code. Let me double check what it is so that you guys can get a little bit of a discount if you want. My computer is going to be very slow here, but the coupon code that I set up for you guys is YouTubeFam15, and that's good for 15% off your entire purchase in my Etsy shop, not just this. I also have the mini vertical kit for the 7x9 planner up, and then very soon I will be releasing the full 6-page kit as well as a functional kit. I just haven't gotten around to putting those up yet. Do keep in mind, if you do want to pre-order this, I'm tentatively going to be mailing them around the 8th of July, but I set the processing time for 2 to 4 weeks just to be safe, because I might run into some other issues, and I don't want to. I'd rather under promise and over deliver, you know? Okay, let's actually get started with the beautiful stickers. So, oh, I think, did I see something else in the chat? I thought I saw something. Oh, Sharon, hello. How are you doing? I hope you're having a good one. Manito, hello. Okay, so I want to start with these that go at the top, and I actually did not get my little spatula out. This came with my 𝗀𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, which is the machine I use to cut my stickers out, and it is also amazing at putting down stickers. By the way, my lighting might not be as good as it usually is because it is 92 degrees here, and I think anything above 70 to 72 is way too hot. So I have all my windows closed, almost all of my blinds closed, and I'm keeping as many lights off as possible so that I don't heat up the place. So yeah, that is the actually I don't want to put this down yet. I want to put my date cover down first, and then I'll put that down because that is going to allow me to line everything up wonderful. Yep, Leah, under promise, over deliver. Learned that one the hard way a few times working in corporate, and it works out pretty well. Also, in case anybody is curious and ever wants to order from my sticker shop on Etsy, currently I try to ship stickers once or twice a week, and it tends to be at the end of the week, usually currently on Thursday or Friday, but sometimes it's on Wednesday. So typically, if you order like Friday evening or Saturday morning, you're gonna have to wait the longest for your order to be shipped. Whereas if you order on like Monday or Tuesday, then you won't have to wait nearly as long for your order to be shipped. I just kind of group stuff like that because it helps me keep track of everything. And being someone with ADHD, I do get distracted quite easily, and so it's kind of nice to group things as such. So the reason why I put the date cover down first is I wanted to be able to line that up with it. And so one of the things I'm going to go in and change is, I'm not sure if you can see very well, let me zoom in, but the edge of the pearls just isn't very clean. And so I'm going to go in and redo erasing around it. I used a tool to do it, and I thought it looked good, and then I printed it out and it didn't. So I'm going to have to go in and fix that manually. Not a big deal. But yeah, that is one thing that I have to do. So let's go ahead and get these down. See, then I could line them up perfectly. Now, I'm not going to be able to line up these perfectly with the top, but whatever. It is what it is. So yeah, just starting with all this good stuff. It's really, I like keep wanting to look at the chat, and then I keep also trying to put stickers down at the same time, and it is kind of distracting both ways because I don't want to get too behind with the chat, but I also want to keep going in a semi-speedy way, or, you know, because you guys know me, I get wordy, and I know that some people absolutely love that, and that is not some people's cup of tea. So at least when I have specific content like this, I do like to try at least the very beginning, have it not be so wordy. That way it is, oh my God, I forgot to put Sunday on here. That is like an epic failure. Did anyone catch that before I did? I feel so stupid. Yeah, I have absolutely no Sunday date cover. So yeah, that's unfortunate on my part. Oh my goodness, I feel silly. Well, this is the kind of things that you get when you are testing things. Not only is this testing a new kit, but this is testing a new template for a kit. So I'm not just testing to make sure all the patterns and everything go together nicely, though to some extent that was already done when I initially made the kit, because I initially made this as a 6-page kit and then converted it to a mini kit. But now I'm making a compact vertical version of the kit, and so I'm testing essentially the template. because I then use the template to just kind of replace everything out and put the new stuff in. So yeah. Ooh, lots of stuff going on in the chat. Let's see. Oh, you're doing the same thing to support all the AC's efforts. Yeah, so I theoretically have AC, but it doesn't always work. So luckily my apartment is half underground, so it's not the end of the world. I was gonna put the habit tracker down. Let me zoom out a little bit. I was gonna put the habit tracker down, which was kind of intended to go here to cover the calendar, but I just realized that I think I want to use one of these headers up here, because once, in theory, the Sunday date cover is going to go there. I'm sure I have Sunday floating around somewhere. It's not a big deal. I need to figure out where to Tetris it in on the sheet. That will be a big deal. But as far as like getting it on there, it's not printing it out, it's not a big deal. So I'll print it out at some point and probably take pics after I have Sunday on there. But yeah, I wanted to get that down because I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this up here. Maybe, here's the thing. I designed these stickers and I didn't think exactly how I would want to put them all in here. So, hard for a Canadian to understand Fahrenheit, you use Celsius. Okay, Leah, thank you for converting. I was going to say like 37 I know is hot, or 37 Fahrenheit I know converts to like pretty hot. 37 Celsius converts to pretty hot Fahrenheit, but I didn't remember exactly what the conversion was. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this here, and yes, I am going to do kind of a no white space-esque thing here because it's easiest for me to kind of lay it out. So I have that and that. I think I'll use this one. It's kind of hard to see because, as I said, I would like to see if I can get the transparency a little bit more, but there's a little fishy in the background of that one. It's very hard to see, I'm sorry. Maybe the light would help. I'll turn on a little light. No, sorry, I can't. My desk lights especially are very hot. Okay, I think I want to make the borders around these, specifically this big one, a little bit thicker because I'm not sure if you can see very well, but the cuts are ever so slightly off. And it's really not by that much, but when you have such a thin border, it has a very low tolerance error. Or it has low, yeah, it has low, oh my goodness. What is low allowance for tolerance? Hopefully I know that there's actually a way to say this that's official and like the actual way to say it, but I can't think of it currently. So, yeah. Oh, whoa. 15 where you're at, Manito, except that I have no idea what that is in Fahrenheit, and that's what I know. So, yeah. Oh, we're calling me for getting Sunday a senior moment. Great. Probably what I'll end up doing is I'll take one of these four out and I'll put Sunday in there. It will be interesting to see how that works out, but I think that's the only place I'll be able to put it. All right, and now let's go ahead and put the habit tracker in, except I need more space, and I think I don't have enough space for another one of these, so I'm gonna have to put one of these in. So I'll use a purple. And what am I gonna write in this? No idea. I'll figure it out. I think this might just end up being like, I don't know, a general note space or what have you. Oh, okay, there we go. I was like, oh no, the whole thing is like too short. I knew this would be a little chaotic when I decided to like test it out for the first time. But I mean, considering I forgot Sunday, if you ignore that, so far I think that little area looks pretty good. Oh, the chat's not showing up on screen. Thank you for telling me. Let me see if I can figure out how to fix it. Because okay, someone type something in the chat, please. And of course, there's like a delay since I'm saying that. And then there's a delay once you type something until it shows up. Did the chat go down during, like, did it start working and then stop working, or has it not been working the whole time? Because if it started working and then stopped working, it's possible that the servers at 𝗓𝗏𝗄𝐿𝑒ments, which is the service I use to put the chat on the screen, are having some issues. But if it's not been there the whole time, like I've tried refreshing it a couple times on my end, and I don't know what's going on. It hasn't been working the whole time. Okay, let's go back here. I wanted to see if it was working on any of the other ones. Okay, no, it's not working here. Okay, give me a minute to see if I can fix it. I mean, yes, technically you may be chatless, but the chat is on the screen because YouTube doesn't always show it in the replay, and you should still be able to see it on YouTube, worst case scenario. So hopefully YouTube decides to be nice if I can't get this fixed. Okay, while I'm waiting for 𝗓𝗏𝗄𝐿Ements to load, I'm reading Leah's message. I'd also, in addition to Sunday, add a cover for the last box with no text and add just scripts by themselves to build your own box. Ooh, okay. Now, the other thing is, what would you take away? Because I'm at a point at this point where I have Opie. Oh, let me get you a spring. Oh, I literally have, I didn't go spring foraging before today, so I have one partial spring, and then I have a spring remnant that is no longer looking like a spring. So, hopefully she will be nice. Hi, Ackman. Hi, Samantha. I'm having some technical difficulties right now, but you can look at my absolutely beautiful half-used sticker kit in the meantime, if you want, that I forgot to put Sunday on for the date covers. Yeah. Oh, Leah saying these streams make Mondays worthwhile. That's so sweet. Oh, all the warm fuzzies. Okay, let me try something on my end real fast. No, I was hoping. Watch, I like broke it or something. I was hoping it was something on my end that I like hadn't gone to the right place to refresh or something. I guess it wouldn't be a TEF stream. Like, I was on track, and then I forgot Sunday in the kit, and I'm like, oh, that's funny, but it's okay. And then, but other than that, I was mostly on topic, but it would not be a TEF stream if I didn't get off topic. All right. Can someone try posting something in the chat? I'm not, honestly, I don't think I fixed it, but I might have. It's possible. Okay, thank you for typing something, Samantha. Opie, don't walk across my laptop. You're making things worse. Yeah, I think this is, actually, let me try one more thing. And if I can't get it to work after this, then it's just gonna have to be something that I troubleshoot off stream. Maybe have the 𝗀𝗲𝗃𝗦𝗀𝗏 fix it. That'd be cool. It's possible that it's my fault in that I tried to set the stream to low latency so that there was less of a delay between when I was talking and when you guys were typing. I haven't really had issues. I've noticed that occasionally it slows down my internet connection a little bit, like when I try to what was I gonna say? Oh, when I try to use web pages and whatnot, but maybe it's somehow impacting the chat too because that goes through the web. I don't know. You know what's really annoying is that some programs use opacity as like 100. Okay, most people use opacity as like 100% is not transparent at all. But then Silhouette Studio uses opacity where it's like the percent of see-throughness, it's basically flipped. So 0 is no see-through at all, and 100 is completely see-through. And so now whenever I see an opacity slider, I always have to think, which version am I using? Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. Okay, Opie, nope, we don't walk across the laptop. Okay, I don't think this is gonna fix things, but on the off chance, I'm adding a new little chat window there in Stream Elements, watch, and it's like ends up being double chat when it starts working again. Okay, you have one more thing to chase that's in my desk. After that, you're gonna have to start bringing things. This is the partial spring. And she's like, nope, not interested. This is so weird. Yeah, I think for now, we're just gonna have to be okay with the chat not working, and I'll try to troubleshoot it another day. I might have to like do an impromptu I'm troubleshooting the chat stream because sometimes it doesn't work if I'm not live. But yeah, okay. We had a detour. Oh, there's a little black box there now. Huh, okay. Well, give me a second because That is probably from Stream Elements, which again is the program that I use to do my chat thing. Opie, no! Okay. There are two things you're not allowed to do. Walk over my laptop and play with the stickers. All right. I don't know if you brought me this spring or if it was just on the floor, but here's a spring. And you didn't run after it. If you keep bothering, well, never mind. I was going to say if you keep bothering me, you're going to jail, but I'm not sure if I necessarily want to send you to jail. Okay. I think that should get rid of the black box at least. Okay, yay. I'll have to troubleshoot the chat itself later. Opie? Okay, so now that I have that done, let us, oh, actually, I'm going to do something on my end. Okay. Well, I was going to show you the whole spread as I was working on it for at least a little while, but Opal has decided no. So this is what I have to work with. So I have some checklists. I have hydrate trackers. This, I was thinking about maybe making a box for here instead. We'll see. That might save some space. And then I also have all of these icons, and I have 3 of these left and a couple decos and one of those. So, Opie is so distracting, but she's adorable, so she gets away with it. Okay, so let's start with the checklists. I did end up putting 8 on this sheet, and I probably will keep 8 on it. Not because you actually need 8, but it was more of a spacing thing. So that's how it worked out. Because when you're designing sticker sheets, oh, you can't see that. Okay, let's do Tuesday then. When you're designing sheets of stickers, you have to think about how all the stickers will look on the sheet. And as you can tell, by the way, I obviously didn't bother taking out the white out, and so you can see a little bit through there. Sometimes I white out under my stickers, sometimes I don't. Opie, this is a really annoying angle. Okay, Opie has decided to leave for a minute. There's probably a squirrel or a rabbit. While she's here, I'm going to put the thing down on Monday and get it lined up as close as possible. Obviously, I am not doing it kind of like expertly, and I've also decided I'm not going to try to keep the whole thing right side up the whole time. One, because it's easier to put it sideways, and also because I shouldn't have put that. I'm not sure if it was like a little bit. Oh, by the way, in case anybody's curious, I printed these stickers out on removable matte paper because if I did need to reposition anything, it would be easier to take back, to pull back up. But I just wanted to let you know that for this I am using removable matte paper. Given my choice, I actually prefer glossy, but glossy does not film or photograph well because it's shiny and you tend to get glare. So I typically stay away from filming using glossy, and in the past I've always printed stickers that are going to be used for Plan With Me's and for video purposes, or even just for testing or my purposes. I usually print it either on regular matte paper, or I actually have some like really cheap matte sticker paper that is a little bit thinner and was cheaper, and so I kind of use it as my test paper because I don't have a lot of other good uses for it. But I wanted to, as I said, I wanted to use removable matte today because, especially because I've never used a compact vertical kit before, or a compact vertical layout. I don't really know what my planning style looks like. So I can tell you right off the bat that I'm not sure if I need to make these narrower or I just placed them wrong, but when I'm putting down the checklist, I want the edge of the checklist to line up with the edge of the date cover. But because the date cover goes over the edge of the lines, it means the checklist is off the edge of the lines, which would be fine, except that the checklist doesn't go all the way down all the lines. I hope that makes sense. And this checklist is not lining up correctly, which means I must have put a sticker down maybe a little too low or something. How was that put down? Huh. These hearts are supposed to line up with the center of each of these, but yeah, these are a little bit further down than I would want. What I probably did is when I was sizing it, I didn't take into consideration exactly where the header placement would be. So I need to move the hearts up a little bit. The thing I also have to think about, and I have been thinking about as I'm making this kit, because again, I do plan to use this as a template, is that typically in the past, at least when I've made my kits, I've made my 6-page kits for the 7x9 vertical, and then I've converted it into the mini version as well as the functional version, and now I will convert it into this version. So I want to format my stickers on the back end so that it makes that conversion as easy and fast for me as possible. Because if that conversion is easy and fast for me, I know what the issue is. So here's what happened. I just figured it out with Sunday. So the date covers are designed to go from up here to cover the number. These are sized to start at the first line. So let me go ahead and pull up Saturday and see if I like the idea of putting it down just a tad. Okay. That does give me the option to put something in there if I want. I don't actually want to put one of these in there, but I just want to see size-wise. Yeah, that would fit. So one could use that as a header space or something like that. Here we go. All right, so maybe I'll keep the spacing the same because currently I use the same spacing for my ribbon checklists in my 7x9 vertical mini kits and 6-page kits, which I typically call big kits. I might change it to like deluxe kits or something like that. Like it's impossible, I think, to use all of those stickers in 1 week in a 7x9 vertical, but it's like any stickers you could, or maybe not any stickers, but the idea was, you know, that the kit would be like useful for everybody regardless of your planning style, I guess. And now that I came up with this idea of having the icons kind of fit in here, which I haven't put down yet, but we will, I might actually go back at some point and reformat the big and my mini 7x9 vertical kits so that it has those as well. But then that's going to save space, and so I'm going to have to come up with something else to put in there. I'm sure I'll be able to come up with something, but I need to figure it out. So, you like the extra space aesthetically above the checklist? Good. I'm glad, Samantha. As you guys can tell, I am obviously skipping over many things in the chat because I'm trying to focus on what's here. I do want to read Leah's comment. I like the look of the space between the checklist and the date covers. In an overreaching header under the date cover looks good. Could be a place for a goal of the day. Ooh, I could add goal stickers maybe. Or, wait a minute, no. With this kit, I need to figure out where to think things away to add new things. It's the other kits that I might end up condensing stickers on and have more space. Okay, so we have that. And then I think I will put down my hydrate stickers. Oh, I did say I might condense those so they could go over here, which would then leave more space for other things, so that might not be an issue. I have to say I do like hydrate stickers on each day, just because I tend to fold my planner in half. In the interest of trying to keep the kit to 2 pages, because I don't think it makes sense to expand it to 4, and I don't want to do 3, logistically speaking. So putting the hydrates all in one would definitely save a lot of space. Ooh, oops. That's the one thing about removable mat, is like if they're not stuck down really well, occasionally the corner will come up a little bit. But for the most part, with removable mat, you wouldn't realize it's removable mat unless you either 1, know, or 2, try to pull a sticker up. I have my sticker subscription over on Cratejoy. By the way, there is a link and a coupon code for anybody who's interested in that. And once I get this template ready, then I will add a compact vertical option. Currently, I just have Erin Condren 7x9 vertical, mini, functional, and the 6-page big kits available. But I'll add this as soon as I get this this ready. What was I going to say? Oh, I only offer removable mat for that. It used to be both. You had a choice between glossy and removable mat, but only one person ever wanted glossy, and it was a pain to try to do 2 different kinds of sticker paper. So since glossy was not very popular, I removed glossy. Now, the one, I don't know if you want to call it downside, I don't know, but the one person who ever wanted it is still subscribed, so I still have to deal with multiple kinds of sticker paper. I could reach out to her and say, like, hey, I haven't officially offered glossy in a while. Would it be okay if you switch to matte? But it's not a huge deal. I just don't want to have to worry about it with everybody's. Like, I just see her name when I print out my packing slips. And I'm like, okay, I know she's glossy. But I've had people message me and ask about the removable mat. And I'm like, yeah, unless you knew it was removable mat or try to take up a sticker, you probably wouldn't know the difference. Given a choice between matte or removable mat, all else the same, I probably would. I prefer removable mat. It's just that the sticker paper is a little bit more expensive, and so usually I try to use the cheapest stuff for myself. A lot of the stickers that I end up using as well are either test stickers, or they are stickers that, oh my goodness, that get messed up. I have like a big bin of stickers that are messed up, and I just kind of like dig into there and I'm like, okay, you can use anything you want. Okay, so what I'm doing right now is I am looking at my calendar on Google Calendar. I've mentioned this quite a few times, but I actually keep my monthly calendar and a lot of my appointments on Google Calendar, which is why I do not use the monthly pages in my Erin Condren planners. And then as I go and plan for the week, I look at what I have that week and I move it in here. So, let's see. So I'm looking here. So I need one of these for Tuesday. And I'm going to try to put all the stickers down and then do the pen later. I also might try to make this space in there a little bit bigger. And just to be complete, because I'm going to put one for the stream on Thursday and Friday in there, I'll put one on Monday. I didn't think to like do enough icons for like 3 streams a week because I was trying to do enough icons for everyone. Maybe I'll use the asterisks. Those are supposed to be kind of the placeholder, like important ones. So, okay, so Thursday, I'll use a purple. And I kind of have an extra, because of the way I laid it out, I have an extra line on Wednesday, Thursday, and Sunday because I wanted to leave this space here between the hydrate and the next day. But I think that's going to be okay. I think it's not going to be quite even, and in future I might move that up a little bit. But I think I prefer having the extra space overall. I just realized that lately I've been shipping orders on Friday, and if I'm doing a stream on Friday, then I might have to get my ass into here and ship orders on Wednesday or Thursday, or at least start them. That's okay. Doesn't matter which one. I think I'm going to do an orange one because it will nicely kind of coordinate with the lighter colors here. I have to say, as somebody who is used to planning in a bigger planner, I'm used to just having more stickers to put down. Let's see. And then I think that is all for these. Oh, I do need to put down a couple of bill dues. And of course, because I left that space, I don't have as much room as I may like. I'm actually going to grab this one. So I'm going to just overlay it with the ribbon checklist, and I can see that I did it a little bit off. I'm not going to worry too much about that. And then I have the other one due on Sunday. I mean, I don't think it will actually be paid until Monday, but close enough. It's the due date is still technically Sunday, so it's just one of those things. All right, I think that is all I have for those. I've mentioned this before, and I'll mention it again. A lot of my planner ends up being kind of a glorified to-do list. So these are all the icons I have choice of using. If you guys can think of any other icons that are needed, please let me know. And then if there are any icons that you think I should remove at the same time, let me know, because obviously everybody's going to plan a little bit differently, but if I add something, I have to remove something. I guess I could add 3 more and take these 2 out. So there are options. I'm not going to use the meal planning ones, but I did make sure to include 7 meal planning ones because I know a lot of people really are big meal planners. As somebody who has ADHD, I use my planner as a glorified to-do list, so not that that matters for the meal planning thing, but I just don't tend to be regular enough. Okay, so I think I'm going to use asterisks for streams. So I'm going to try to mix and match them. In theory, that should fit perfectly. There we go. So the idea is that, here, let me zoom in a little bit so you can kind of see what I'm doing. I think that might be as much as I can zoom. So in theory, you could use these either on their own, or you could put them on here, and then you could use these on their own, or you could put an icon. So they're supposed to be kind of a multi-purpose thing, both of them. So yeah, the sticker scalpel. This is amazing. It came with my silhouette portrait sticker cutter. You can get them separately, but yeah, they're so convenient. Okay, and then, oh, wait a minute. The asterisk was for streams, and that goes on Monday. Because today is Monday and I'm streaming. Yes, I know I'm planning for this week, but well, one, I didn't have the kit done. I just got the kit to a point where it could be tested today. And then 2, I wasn't organized enough to do it ahead of time. Okay. And then I think I'm going to use the orange one. Actually, yeah, I'm going to use the orange one for Thursday. And then for Friday, I'll use the blue one. I'm trying to stay away from using too much blue because I have the blue hydrates and I don't want it to be a lot of blue, but I have the teal bildew there and I don't want it to be too matchy, so that's why I'm choosing blue. That is not quite right. Okay, and then here on Tuesday, I'm going to put a little paw print because the kittens are going back to the shelter. And they're going to find their forever home soon. Ooh, you know what? I don't like the purples being right next to each other. So, but then if I put teal there, that's going to be right next to each other. So what I'm going to do, is I'm going to take the blue up from over here. And I'm going to basically swap them. And these little stickers, by the way, these icon stickers are perfect squares. So for things like an asterisk where it doesn't really matter what the orientation is, I can rotate it as much as I damn well please, and it doesn't really make a difference. Obviously, if you have like a car or something, that's, you know, rotating is going to look a little weird, but okay. So I have that. Ooh, icon for song of the day. Medication sticker idea. Yeah. I don't know if this is specifically called a palette knife. I mean, it, when I think of palette knives, I think of something a little bit different. I think of specifically of the ones used for painting. And usually they have a little bit of give, and this one like has almost no give. I think it's just called like a sticker spatula or something like that. So yeah, I can't think of anything else that I really want to put down. I take that back. Sunday is trash day, and so I want to put an icon down for that. So I did have a little trash, and I didn't specifically think of sizing it so that it fit in the lines, but since they're sized for these, which fit in the lines, that should go well right there. And you could also put a sticker next to the checklist with like an asterisk or something if it's something super important. There. Okay. Great. So I think I'm ready for pen. Let me just show you what stickers I have left. So these are the two sheets. As you can see, I have a ton of icons left. That is to be expected. I'd rather, I mean, when you think about it, every sticker left on a sheet, especially if somebody doesn't plan to go back and use it, is kind of like a quote-unquote wasted sticker. But I'd rather have a lot of really small stickers that aren't used than a ton of bigger ones that come printed with the icons. So that's why I was like super proud of myself for kind of thinking of / remembering that I did this a long time ago. And I know it's kind of hard to see, but I have 1, 2, 3, 4 of these left. I might add some of them as we go throughout the week, but right now I've added all the appointments I have, and then I have the page flag and that left. And then on this sheet, I do have one checklist. Again, I put the checklist in there because I had extra space and I figured I didn't have anything else that I felt made sense to go there that was that skinny. Like things were either too long or too wide to really fit there nicely. So I figured an extra checklist would be nice. Maybe you're the kind of person that likes to put a checklist over here for like, you know, a to-do list for the whole week. Okay, so Benito, I already have a laundry icon. It's small, but it's right there. I'm on camera, it's maybe not picking it up well enough. Maybe I should change it to a hanger or something. But in person, it looks great. The reason why this camera is not picking up, I mean, even as well as my face cam, is because I am filming with my phone, which is a couple years old. I have an iPhone XR, or yeah, 10R. And then I'm also zoomed in a little bit. So that's why things look a little fuzzy, whereas the face cam that I have on me is my nice DSLR camera, which granted is 10 years old, but it's still much better quality. So yeah, but yeah, I do. Let me just go over these. So I have a house, I have 2 money signs. I know that is very American centric to have, you know, the dollar sign like that, and like not everybody uses that symbol, but I couldn't think of a more international way to do that. And I know a couple other countries use that sign as well. There's the coffee, present, book, airplane. There's a little vacuum cleaner, car, gas tank. I could take out the gas tank and do 2 cars because you can use the cars for other things, whereas gas tank is really like just gas. I have 3 workouts. This might sound silly to some people, but like I'm not the kind of person, obviously, as you can probably tell, that works out a lot, given that I am overweight. But I obviously know that some people do, and I should, and most people should be physically active in some way, shape, or form. So I wanted to support that, but at the same time, I didn't want to put like 7 there to shame anybody for not working out. So I decided to go with like 3 or 4. And then 3 is just worked out. So laundry, little champagne glass. I was thinking that could be good for like a date or an event or just hanging out with people. Little envelope for mail, little old-fashioned TV. As I said, I had 4 asterisks, 3 hearts, and then 7 little fork, knife, and plate things. So those are the icons that I finally decided on doing. I had a slightly longer list originally because I was originally going to put the icons up here and I had more room, but it worked better to put them here because there weren't a lot of things that fit here nicely. Just like there weren't a lot of things that fit here nicely. So on the other sheet, I have 1 checklist left. Again, I was expecting that. I haven't used my deco stickers. I don't know. I like using deco. I often put that on during the week. Anyway, I have 1 of these little things left, little divider header things. I don't know. And then I have 3 of these little boxes that go over 2 lines here. So I decided to do these in addition to the small ones for a couple of reasons. First off, some people write bigger than I do, and I wanted to give them a bigger space to write, but also they give you the option to emphasize something more if you have like a big event or something coming up. So, a computer screen or laptop. Then the other thing I could do is I could take these 2 deco stickers away, or even here, and I could put like a couple of bigger icons. Or I could take these 2 away and I could put another row or 2 of icons down here. So, I mean, there are a couple of different ways I could do it. If I took the deco away, or even this to put words down, they wouldn't be able to be very long. So they'd either have to be really tiny or really short as far as letters go. But anyway, so let's go ahead and go in with the pen. For anybody who's wondering, this is one of my favorite pens. Let me zoom out just a tad. So this is the Bic Gelocity pen. I found these by accident and I love them. Basically, I was given them by Amazon when I made an order as a freebie, and I'm like, oh, a couple pens. And then I'm like, oh, these are my favorite. So I tend to like ballpoint pens instead of felt tip pens, and for just black, basic black. Okay, so I don't tend to put numbers in my kits, by the way. While I like the look of numbers on the date covers, like, you know, printed number stickers, I feel like it takes up too much space in the planner to put 1 through 31 when you're not going to use most of them. So for space purposes, unless I legitimately have a big empty spot in a kit, I'm almost never going to put numbers in there unless it's a monthly kit. For weekly kits, I should say. I'm almost never going to put numbers in it. So, oh. Okay. Seriously, pen? there's nothing to write there. And then as far as today goes, oh, actually, I'll do the hydrate thing later. So stream forward question, oh, forward to, I meant forward question mark. I like having a longer space to write in. I also might need to grab another pen. I think this is the last one of the big 𝗀𝗀𝗁𝗍𝗧𝗍 I have those, so I'm gonna have to like switch to a completely different pen if I swap. Okay, I think what I'm actually gonna do is I'm gonna leave this blank and put in, or actually what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do 4 p.m. and then I'm gonna leave room for me to fill in what's happening. I don't know what's happening on Thursday's stream yet, but I do know what's happening on Friday's stream. If my pen will write, okay, we're grabbing another one. What do I have here? What are my pen options? Oh, here's another big 𝗀𝗀𝗁𝗍𝗧𝗍. I wonder if I'm working. Okay. We'll see. Stream 4 p.m. No, it's not working. All right. I don't like them quite as much, but it's a felt tip. This is the 𝗬𝗪𝗏 Tri Plus Fine Liner. Okay, I don't think I can fit back to school in there, so I'll just see ETS. That one's running out of ink too. Apparently I need new pens. I have another 𝗬𝗪 pen here. Apparently I'm incapable of, okay, that one's a little better. Anyway, obviously, well, maybe not obviously. If you're a K-pop fan, BTS means something different. But for me, it means back to school because Erin Condren's sending me their back to school collection and I'm so excited. I have no idea what's going to be in it yet. So this is the habit tracker. I am not sure what habits I'm going to track yet. Let me go ahead and put in here garbage plus recycling. In my area, we flip-flop back and forth each week between recycling and yard waste. So I know a lot of people just use like garbage to mean garbage and recycling, but for me, I have to mark which one's which so that I can remember. It used to be yard waste day was on D&D Sundays, but because I had D&D every other Sunday, but I'm taking a little break from D&D. So, so credit card. That one is on auto pay. I don't know off the top of my head how much it's going to be. I probably wouldn't write it in on stream even if I did. Rent is due on the 1st. And then I know it's a little bit hard to see, but there's a little checkbox there, and the idea is when it's paid, you can check it off. Okay. So I have a lot of that stuff here. As far as hydrates today go, since I'm almost through Monday, I haven't drank a ton of water. And then my to-dos for today, again, I probably won't do too much after stream because I stream, I mean, it's already like 5:10 my time. And oftentimes I just want to relax in the evenings, but I'll put down what my to-dos are just to kind of like, or were, just to make them look pretty. So finish, compact, vertical, kit, draft. That's done. YouTube. Thumbnail, reviewed one. I need to make a better one. I didn't have a lot of time, so I just threw something together. Let's see. Ackman, instead of writing credit card, could you use a credit card item with a checkbox of something? I could. Typically, I would write what the credit card is, like, because I have a couple of different credit cards, and they're due on different days, but I don't quite feel comfortable writing that online. So, yeah. But a credit card icon is a good idea. I like that. So, and then Tuesday, I need to pack up kittens. Oh, there we go. Pack up kittens. Yes, I'm aware that my handwriting is terrible. My spelling is even worse. Deal with it. Let's see. Already have returned the kittens. I don't really need a check mark for that. I don't have a ton going on tomorrow, and a lot of times I don't fill a lot of to-dos in ahead of time because with my ADHD, I have a hard time deciding what I'm going to do ahead of time on a specific day unless there's a specific deadline. So for instance, I know I have an order that has to go out by Friday. So usually when I try to get more than one order out, even if there's only one that has to go out that day. So on Friday, I'll put ship orders because I know I have to ship orders that day. If I get it done on Thursday or something, which I probably won't, I can check it off then, or I'll check it off on Friday ahead of time. I'm trying to think. To-dos don't often go on. Oh, you know what does need to happen by Friday is back to school, which I'm abbreviating BTS, live thumbnail, still need to make that. I want to do like a thumbnail where I'm like holding the box and like, oh, like what's in it, but I don't have the box yet, so I can't do that. So I'm trying to think, is there anything else that like absolutely has to happen? Typically I'll sit down in the morning and sketch out my to-dos for that day. Well, I'll just do stream thumbnail on Thursday. I actually don't always do stream thumbnails because I'm lazy about it, but I'd like to get better at it. Today, honestly, the kit took most of the day. So there wasn't a ton of like things that happened today because a lot of it was that kit. Oh, you know what? I do have to place a grocery order, and I usually order my groceries from Target, at least the ones I have to get this time, because I really like their drive-up system where you don't have to make an appointment ahead of time. You have to go like same day, obviously. They have to pull it first, but yeah. Target order. So sometimes I would put something like place Target order and then pick up Target order, but in this case what I'll do, because I like to do an X when I finish something off instead of a check mark, what I'll do is I'll do I'll do, one line of the X when I place it, and then when I pick it up, I'll do the other line. So I think that's what I'll do there. I think that's it for writing things in, unless I can come up with any habits. Again, with ADHD, I kind of like suck at a lot of habit stuff. So I have to kind of think about like what's realistic. I mean, sometimes I'm gonna be really lame and admit that sometimes I have a hard time like making sure I brush my teeth every day. I've definitely used that one in habit trackers before. But yeah, I'm not sure I'm going to have to think about what I actually want to be consistent on this week. Oh, it's like I totally like, I don't actually have to do it, but, Whoops. So I messed it up, totally messed it up, but play, it's supposed to be ACNH for Animal Crossing New Horizons. Because you get like a little bonus if you check in every day. So I usually try to play at least a couple minutes every day. Yeah, I can't think of anything else that I specifically want to track doing every day. So I think I am going to leave this here for now with the pen. And as I said, I kind of sit down every morning, usually while I am drinking coffee or something, because I am a caffeine addict. And usually I decide what I'm going to be doing for that day. Oh, you know what? I post one listing is the thing I just added. Etsy listings. I have been behind on posting listings lately, and I have a lot of stuff that is like almost ready to be listed on Etsy, and I need to get my ass into gear and actually do that. So I'll have that, and then I have space for 3 more things if I want to track them. So yeah, that is my plan with me. Overall, just from an analyzing the sticker kit point of view, I really like what I've put together. As I mentioned before, there are a couple things that definitely need to be changed. I really appreciate all of your feedback on the different icons that I can add in. I will definitely look into that. And see what I can do there. I also want to, sorry, I just knocked the camera. I need to look into how I can make the transparency a little lighter. It's still, or the white on the transparency on this white a little lighter. It still needs to be there because otherwise the background is going to be too busy and you're not really going to be able to write on it or see what you write very easily. But I think that's a little extreme. I'd like it a little lighter. I'm going to play around with making a habit tracker that goes here instead of on every day. That will give you more room to actually, hydrate tracker. That will give you more room to put different appointments or different things on the actual days. And then I need to make the little pearls at the top a little bit nicer. I think those are the big things that need to happen. If you guys notice any other issues with the kit that I didn't mention, please let me know, because this is me testing it in addition to planning my week. And the other thing is I might notice things as I go throughout my week. Oh, I'd really like to have this sticker. I wish I didn't have this sticker. This sticker's not working, etc. So typically, especially when I make a new, kit, kit template, because I'm going to use, once I complete this, I'll use this as a template for my future kits that are for the compact vertical. What was I going to say? Oh, when I make a new template, I always like to actually use it when I test it, not just do a mock spread. Whereas once I've tested the template and I've made sure that the sticker, each sticker works as a sticker for its intended purpose and works well, then sometimes I'll just do a mock spread to test it out. But so there's that, and I'm really excited. I am still not sure if the compact vertical is going to end up being my thing. But I really do like the small footprint on my desk, and now that I've kind of figured out how to use it or how potentially I could use it, I think this is going to be really, for lack of a better term, functional. So very, very, very excited for this. I will mention that a lot of times when I am testing out stickers, I haven't done it this time around, but a lot of times I will make notes on the sticker sheets themselves with arrows or what needs to be changed. In this case, I didn't, because the margins in the white where I can write are far too thin, and because I also kind of got into just planning. If I wasn't doing this live, I would probably take notes on the back of these, because I figure it doesn't mess up the stickers, and then it keeps the notes about what needs to be changed right with the stickers. So yeah. And then for anybody who's curious, this is how the sticker sheets fit in comparison to the compact vertical. In case anybody's curious, just my sticker sheets in general, could easily be tucked into the back, and they're not gonna like go over anything. All of my sticker sheets currently are 4.75 inches wide and, no, 4.75 inches tall and 7 inches wide. I might do another size at some point if I'm ever releasing something that doesn't fit on here very well, but currently just assume it's going to be that size unless otherwise marked if you are curious about looking at my Etsy shop. And again, just to remind you, if you are interested in purchasing this kit, I do have a pre-order link in the description box down below, and then you can use the code, what was it, 𝗀𝗏𝒻15, I believe, double check that, to get 15% off your entire order of my Etsy sticker shop. It's an awesome way to get some new stickers as well as support me. You can also hit the like and subscribe as free ways to support me, all that good stuff. But yeah, I just wanted to let you know that these will not ship until I work out the kinks. So it is a pre-order. It will probably take 2 to 4 weeks before it's shipped. And then my standard shipping, for anybody who is curious, I charge $1 for standard shipping in the US. Then I do have a couple of upgrades available. And then internationally, I have, it's either $4 or $4.50. I think it's $4 USD for untracked international shipping outside the US. In Germany, it's $5. I just had to raise it due to some new German regulations. That means shipping to Germany is a little bit more expensive. And then I also offer a tracked upgrade on that as well. A lot of people didn't want to spend 3 times the cost of a sticker sheet for shipping for a tracking number. So I thought I'd give people the option. So yeah, that is my Etsy sticker shop. And I also want to thank all of you guys for giving me feedback. I'm definitely going to be going back over the chat. I should probably, like, since the chat wasn't working in the video today, I should probably make sure I go back and like copy it or something so that I don't lose it, because YouTube is not always great at, you know, showing the chat afterwards. I'm not sure how I would copy it, but I will figure it out. I think I can just select it on my end at least. And yeah, and then copy and paste. That way I do not lose that. And then I will definitely troubleshoot the whole chat thing not showing up. I'm sorry that the chat was not on the screen today. Really appreciate you guys telling me that, because obviously I didn't notice because I was too busy looking at this planner. But yeah, unless anybody has any questions or anything, I am going to be going in just a couple minutes. I'm just going to I'm going to scroll up to the top and just kind of skim through the comments. I know I caught a lot of them, especially towards the top, and then I caught less and less as we went down. So I just want to make sure I address everything. Magneto, if it makes you feel better, I locked myself out of the office today and was stuck in the rain for 10 minutes. Then my coworker finally came to let me in. Okay, so funny story. When I was going to literally pick up the kittens a few weeks ago when I started fostering them, I locked my keys in my car and I had to wait for roadside assistance to come. Luckily, I was able to wait in the building, and the lady who was at the foster office in the Humane Society was worried about me being cold or whatever. I was like, I don't care about me. Like, I'll tough it out. I'm worried about the kittens. They're only 3 weeks old. They had a heating pad and everything, but yeah. Let's see. We have some other stuff about the chat, and then about the temperature. Oh, Leah suggesting for the extra header, maybe remove 1 to 2 of the smaller quarter boxes. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what to call them, because technically the ones, technically the smaller strips are 1/8 boxes. If you want to if the box is the whole day, because there's not a better way to have a part of the day be a box, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna have to see if there ends up being an agreed upon vocabulary for how that's going to work. Other than that, I'll just have to explain what that is every time. But yeah. Oh, Magneto, you totally said with the no chat on the screen, make the planner screen larger, and I totally missed that until just now. So I'm very sorry. It would have taken, I mean, I would have been able to do it, don't get me wrong, but it would have taken me a little while to get it. I would have had to like kind of build it from scratch, but that is a good idea. I will build a scene like that. That's what it's called on my end. I basically lay everything out so that if this happens again, or if there's something where the visuals are more important than the chat, that I can do that. Leah, I'm glad I'm not the only one frustrated with opacity and silhouette. I think what I'm gonna have to do is just do it do it all in Photoshop and then export it as an image. It's really frustrating though, because it shows up correctly on my computer screen. It just doesn't print correctly. So, anyway. Samantha, I'm glad you like the lower latency. So yeah. See there, we're talking about the big black box in the upper corner, which was fixed. Yay. Leah, you don't like glossy. People tend to be very opinionated about glossy sticker paper. I fall on the side of I prefer glossy, but I'm often not willing personally to pay extra for it if I'm making stickers for myself. But yeah, that's my personal opinion. Ooh, I missed this one at the time. Manu was saying, I think it depends, but I only need one hydrate tracker. I think it's a little much for me to count exactly how many cups of water I had every day. Okay, I thought about hydrate trackers kind of being one of those things that were like always, like not always needed to be in a kit. I guess like it's one of those standard things, but maybe I'll make one like one kind of like the habits one to go in that section on the right, the bottom right of the compact vertical, or maybe I'll remove it entirely and I could, replace that with other stickers, because obviously that took up a lot of space. Worst case scenario, I could even put more of the little, stickers, you know what I mean, like the little strip stickers. Let's see. Thank you guys, by the way, for mentioning the medication sticker idea. I hadn't even thought about that. The other thing I will do at some point is I will probably offer a separate, the icons and little strips separately. They might not be in the same colors of the kit. They'll probably be more in like Erin Condren colors or just in general rainbow colors. But usually, when you have 10 to 20 color options, usually you can find something that even if it doesn't match perfectly, at least goes. So that will be another one. Samantha, yes, you're talking about needing so many laundry icons. I wasn't sure if I should put more in there, but yeah, I was initially going to put 2 in, and at one point I actually had to remove some icons. So let me go back to my file. I don't think I removed anything completely, but I took out a few, like, doubles, I think is what it was. So I'll tell you guys what the doubles were that I took out. Okay, it's taking a sec for me to go to where I can see what I took out, but I can tell you right off the bat that I took out 2 little workout barbells. Originally I had 5, and when I realized I had to take stickers out, I took 2 out. I did take 1 laundry out. I took 2 little envelopes out. Originally I had 3. I took 1 TV out. I took 1 house out. Oh, actually I took 2 TVs out. And then I also took 1 asterisk out. So that's what I ended up taking out. Let's see. Samantha is saying you like using different stickers for weights, yoga, and sneakers for walk or run. Yeah, I completely understand that. With the sticker kits, it's kind of, I know, like, I talk about a lot about wanting to make it work for everybody, and everybody has different planning styles, and so I have to include stuff that's good for everybody in their planning styles, but I also have to make sure that I'm not targeting too small of a group of people and leaving out something that other people would really like. So I don't think, like, maybe I would change the workout icon to something else. I'm not sure what I would change it to be like a more general workout icon, maybe just a shoe or something like that, because you like wear shoes to run, you wear shoes to the gym, like you can go on a walk with a shoe. That might be a little bit more universal, but I wouldn't necessarily feel like it would be worth the space, I guess, to do like yoga and barbell and running and all that sort of thing. But as I said earlier, I do plan to do kind of a separate system, probably with different colors, but you know, I can offer different icons and more icon options in that. And that's kind of where some other icon stickers come into play. I have a lot of different icon stickers. Usually they're like kind of like either a watercolor or like a little bit more of like a color, maybe not color block, but like, you know, kind of different styles. It's usually, they're not just white like the icons and the kits. The kits, I have to be able to change the colors very easily to go with the theme. Whereas in the shop, well, for instance, I just released a little blue car sticker. It would be a little bit hard to change that blue car to match every single kit, but you know, as a standalone sticker sheet, it's perfectly fine. I also have some like watercolor kind of rainbowy yoga stickers that are in the pipeline that are going to be coming out soon. So keep an eye out for that. But that's where, you know, if you have something specific, like typically you would supplement, the kit's supposed to maybe get you like 90 to 95% of the way, if not 100 of everything you need, I guess. Because if I was to put in what everybody used for, you know, then the kit would easily be like 4 or 6 pages big, and you would not physically be able to fit all the stickers in. Like, there would be a lot of stickers left, I guess is what I'm saying. I could do a bigger version, though. I could do like a 4 or a 6 page version and then also have the 2-page version. I originally was going to do 4 pages, but I couldn't, apart from like doing a lot of the same sticker over and over again, I couldn't think like a lot more of the little long stickers, things like that. I couldn't think of enough stuff to fill 4 pages with. So, but yeah, I do like to keep my sticker sheets even numbers though, because a lot of my stickers are print to order, and I don't want to end up with a bunch of extra. I don't want to end up with extra sheets. So that's the one thing. Yeah. Let's see. Samantha, you put your to-dos on a 3x4 post-it or notepad page and then assign them as you're able. Great idea. A lot of times what I'll do, if the planner specifically allows for it, is I'll keep a to-do list for the week, and then I will move it to the specific day. So had I put a checklist in that, you know, extra space or note section, whatever we're going to be calling it, in the compact vertical, that would have been my like master to do, and then I would have moved them over to the days as things came up. But that's what I do when I was using a 𝗀𝗲𝗠𝗎𝗁 for a little bit. I had like a big long to-do list. But yeah. Ooh, Samantha, let me know if you want help integrating habits with ADHD. There's a technique to it. Very interesting. I mean, I've heard of some stuff. I'm not sure if, it sounds like you have more of a technique in mind than I've heard, but I'd definitely be interested. But I also like your idea to make the rest of the thumbnail and then put the box in when it arrives. I do have a couple of Erin Condren boxes that will probably be around the same size, or I could just use a different box and then I could redo it. So yeah. Sarah, no worries about being late. Happy birthday to your dad, but I am about to leave if you haven't figured it out. So yeah. Oh, Samantha, you're saying you don't think a weekly fitness kit should have specific fitness stickers because everyone is so varied. Yeah. I did like your point about that. do you think my idea of instead of having like a barbell, having like a running shoe or something would at least be a little bit like, I shouldn't say a running shoe, but like a tennis shoe, you know, like kind of, you know, like a little shoe or something would be a little bit more universal, maybe not. In the past with other designers at least, and I do this myself, is I tend to use a barbell as a like generic workout sticker, whether or not I'm going to be lifting weights. In fact, when I do work out, I don't tend to lift weights, but I just think of like the barbell as like the placeholder. So she could also work for making errands you need to do. Yeah, that's a very good point. And you know, what I was talking about with making as much of it multi-use as possible, a shoe probably would work really well for that. So thank you for all of that input. Thank you, thank you. Oh, Coco almost knocked over my tripod. Not that it would have been a big deal because the tripod's not that expensive and I have a very expensive case on my phone. So if that fell, it wouldn't be a big deal. But anyway, I'm trying to think. I don't think there's anything else that I really had to do today. We have been going for only an hour and a half, which for me these days is very short. But I also know that not everybody likes to hang around forever. And honestly, I'm feeling a little done, like not really done, like I must go now, but yeah, I just don't have as much to say. So I think I am going to let you guys go now. If you are watching the replay or you are watching just a little bit behind live, and by the time you get to this, the chat is no longer working, please leave any feedback, comments, things I should include in the sticker kit, or just anything like any stickers you'd like to see in the shop. In the comments, or as I said, like feedback, like just the only thing I ask. I love feedback, just like don't be super rude about it. That's the only thing I ask. But let me know what you do like, what you don't like, all that sort of stuff. Yeah, so yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. TBD on what will happen Thursday, and then Friday we're going to be looking at the Erin Condren Back to School collection. So excited. I think that is it. So I hope you guys have a great rest of your evening, and I will see you on Thursday. Bye.